Hey guys, in this video I'll be covering how karrigan holds upper B on Mirage, so let's get started. So usually he's going to go through the window and then go through sight to be able to throw this first Molotov, and he throws this basically every round. So here's another example. He's going to throw that Molotov and he's going to add on an extra nade as the T's are on eco in this particular round. And I want to talk a little bit about why he uses a Molotov instead of a smoke here. So a Molotov can be used as an alarm system in this scenario because if the T's decide to rush you, they're going to have to drop a smoke on top of the Molotov, and just that smoke popping will give you the sound cue that they're probably going to be rushing towards B. They're probably committing if they're going to do that. So you're not able to do that with the smoke grenade, but with the Molotov you can. So that's why you should use a Molotov instead of a smoke. Here we're going to see him meet a little bit of pressure at upper B. They're going to throw a flash towards B site, and then going to throw a lurk smoke upper. And the one thing about being the upper B player is that you want to kind of trade utility with the terrace. You don't want to let them have this for free. So you're going to see that karrigan is going to drop a nade towards the smoke, and then as well as going to toss a flash. So essentially, if the terrorists want to take this area of the map, they're going to have to fight through his utility as well. So here we're going to see the same thing. We're going to see that he's going to toss that Molotov, and then somebody's going to reply back with throwing a smoke, and then he's going to throw a Molotov at the end of balcony, and then karrigan's going to reply back with a nade. So you can see that even if he decides to push up, he's going to have to take damage from the nade. You don't want to let them have the space too easily. Karrigan, right here, you're going to see that this is a spam that you can do towards upper B from the site area. Here we're going to see that karrigan, he has actually a lineup to be able to jump spot. So he's actually going to go in the corner of the site and then jump spot from right to left. And the one thing to kind of keep in mind is that he tries to make sure that his jump, the top of his jump, is basically when he sees the entrance. And this is important because it's actually harder for the terrorist to kill you if you're simply just falling, because you only get to see the top of his jump and then see him fall down. And the one thing to also keep in mind is that when you're jump spotting, the floor here is actually kind of slopes like this. So if you jump spot from right to left, you're going to hit the ground sooner than if you jump spot from left to right. This can be more time in between landing. Here we're going to see the same thing. He lines himself up to be able to do this jump spot. And also keep in mind that he always has a piece of utility in his hand already. So in this particular round, he has a Molotov. So if he happens to spot somebody, one play that he can do is he can drop the Molotov upper B, or he can also decide to drop the Molotov right here if they decide to do a fast approach where they're going to jump through the window and everything. So also keep that in mind when you're jump spotting. Here we're going to see him fight off a little bit of an exec. His reaction here is to drop a smoke towards bench. And from the spot, this is actually a really common play from him. He's able to find this first one because it's very difficult to clear out this bench, so he's able to take down attacker here before getting traded out. Here we're going to see something similar. We're going to see a B exec. He's going to drop the smoke towards bench. They're going to jump out, and he's able to get this first kill for free. And this is such a difficult spot to clear out because even as he's playing behind the smoke, the T's are going to try to throw a Molotov at him. And even with this Molotov, it's actually going to extinguish in the smoke. So playing the spot's a really good spot because even the utility that they throw at you isn't going to be that effective. He gets traded out here. We're going to see something similar once again. He's going to drop the smoke by bench. They're going to start flooding out towards the site. And by him playing in this area, it's so difficult for them to clear out because they don't know exactly where he is because of the smoke. So he's able to get that first kill before getting traded out. Here we're going to see that he typically likes to play this angle at bench if he's just waiting for the terrorists to lurk out. And this is a really good spot because this entrance here in particular is actually where the terrorist needs to make a choice between clearing this right side or clearing towards the site. So he has a 50-50 shot of clearing either this or this. However, karrigan's actually playing towards the bench, and he's not even playing along this side of the bench, he's actually playing along this right side. So this is a very tiny angle. And as well, even if the terrorist decides to hard clear you and knows exactly where you are, there's a chance that even if he hits a headshot, it's going to be through this little brick thing at the bench. So you're going to take reduced damage. Here in this round, we're going to see that he's going to be met by B exec. He actually has a teammate frozen towards the get right area, so he's going to watch his cat a little bit. And then notice how here, as they drop in towards van, notice how he's basically isolating his angles so that he doesn't expose himself too much to upper B. He wants to make sure that he's only fighting at one elevation, so he's only peeking towards the van. He doesn't want to have to deal with the second elevation. And then he's going to try to peek out further, but he gets traded. Here we're going to see him get aggressive upper B. So he's going to start by tossing the Molotov and then the nade. He has a teammate throw the deep upper B smoke. And then now as he starts pushing up, he has an MP9. Now that the smoke has landed deep upper B, he can basically focus all his efforts on fighting this right side here. So somebody tries to flash, karrigan just takes him down. He picks up the Krieg. And notice right here, he doesn't stay for too long, as the terrorists, very typically, if they want to retake this area, they're going to use a bunch of utility. So karrigan, he's just going to leave the area and let them waste their utility. This is the Molotov and smoke that you can throw if you're the cat player. So if you're helping the upper B player, there's the Molotov, and here's the deep upper B smoke. So right here, we're going to see that karrigan, he's going to throw those initial nades, and right here, he's going to play on top of the balcony. And notice how he crosses towards this left side basically immediately, as you want to make sure that if you're going to play on this left side of the balcony, you want to make sure that the terrorists don't actually know that you're here. So notice how in this particular round, when he throws his Molotov, he's crossing as the Molotov is still up so that nobody can be peeking him before taking this position here. We're going to see something similar again, where he's going to toss the smoke at the entrance of upper B before jumping up to make sure that they don't get information that he's going on top of the balcony. We're going to see the same thing here once again. Going to toss that smoke before jumping up. And here, this is a really good angle to use, as if the T's decide to throw that standard flash that bounces off the wall and into the window like this wall is actually going to cover you from it. And even if you decide to play on the other side of the balcony like this, again, if you throw that flash, it's going to be covered. In this particular round, they actually throw it a little bit too far, but even if they throw the flash that bounces off the wall and lands off the sill of this window and it pops up just like this, you're still going to be covered from it. So karrigan is able to get this first kill very easily. Here we're going to see karrigan go towards the catwalk area. He has one smoke. The T's are going to be throwing the B exec, and they're going to be throwing the get left and the get right smokes. So his reaction is to basically toss the smoke right in front. And this is a really good way to kind of play against this exec, as now they don't really have a good way of clearing him out. As karrigan, as he sneaks out from the smoke, he's able to get this first kill before getting traded out. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys liked what you saw, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more future content. Thanks again. I'll see you guys in the next one.